Good morning everyone, I'm Marie, life coach here and owner of the Soul Awakening Academy. Now welcome to this closed group, Successful, Sassy and Spiritual. And this is the title of my new book, which is just being worked upon as we speak, so hopefully out before the new year, to help you get really focused on how to make a success of yourself in business. Not just in business, but in life in general. You know, success is subjective. So what does success mean to you? It's important that you define your success, because everything you do in your business and what's happening in your business is an outward projection of what's happening inside you. So success means so many different things to different people. To me, success means freedom. Okay, freedom is one of my top values. So if you haven't worked on your values, then I suggest you find some techniques, or I can work with you. Maybe I'll do a video on helping you find your values. Because success can come in the form of, I need to earn X amount of pounds a month, I need to have so many clients a month. But for other people, it can mean that they want freedom, and with that freedom, you need to understand what's behind you, what's driving you to create that freedom. Why do you want freedom? For me, I like to have freedom to be creative. I like to have freedom to have fun. I like to have freedom so I'm not stressed. I like to have freedom so I don't feel I'm in the 9-to-5 rat race. And I need to have freedom so I can keep connected to myself, because things that take me away from connecting to myself cause me anxiety. So we'll look at that. So what I want to talk to you today is about the root chakra. So the root chakra, I'm going to read a little passage to you from my soul alignment course. So anybody's interested in training more about the chakras, get in touch. But basically, your root chakra is located at the base of your spine. It's the first of the 7 main chakras that align your body. The energy travels up from the base of your spine all the way to the top of your head and connects you to your spiritual connection, and the root keeps you anchored here in your physical body and connects you to Mother Earth. So our root chakra is the base of our being, or tethered to the earth, where all of our core root aspects come from. It influences our needs such as safety and security. It's where we store our survival instincts and influences our feelings of abundance or scarcity. It keeps us grounded as it's our most physical chakra. And when it's damaged or blocked, it can cause feelings of anxiety, scarcity, fear. These feelings can cause negative manifestations in your life, such as money problems, instability in jobs and relationships, and it can be the root source of addictions as well, and amongst many other things. So the root chakra governs your physical skeletal body. It keeps you anchored to the earth. It's the first one that gets developed. And the issues that we have there may have been created from 0 to 2 or 0 to 7. And it's about looking at how survival was playing out in your life. Was life abundant for you and your caregivers when you were in those early years? Or was money an issue for you? Was security an issue for you? Was trust and safety an issue for you? Because all of the emotions that you gathered and all of the experiences here, and more, because we look at Carl Jung. He's a famous psychologist, and he formed the term collective unconscious. So we have all our inherited beliefs lying within our DNA basically, and they get triggered by our environmental stimuli. So one of the archetypes for the root chakra, in its Siddhic state, which is its most blissful state, which is what we can all transmute it to once we go through the lessons of the root chakra. So its archetypal shadow basically is the victim archetype, and when we can transmute that, we step into the earth mother archetype. So if you are feeling, and I've been experiencing this over the last few weeks, and this is a big reminder to myself, I don't just preach, I have to do this myself, and my lessons allow me to share my experience and insights with you. I'm not just standing here preaching, dictating, talking absolute bullshit to you. I live this stuff myself, and the way I live it is life will throw me lessons. So this is you know, I am self-analysing the shit out of myself, and I present it to you to show you, okay, this helped me, try it and see if it helps you. If it doesn't, never mind, you've not lost anything. So the root chakra governs your physical, skeletal body, your bones, your blood. It even governs your adrenal system, so your kidneys, okay? Your body when it's in fight, flight, freeze, your adrenaline's pumping, it's helping your heart beat faster. It's basically giving you anxiety. So when we're in a state of fear, because of the story we're telling ourselves about what's happening in our life, that catastrophe that plays out, that shit, I'm going to lose my house, oh my god, I can't feed my kids, I'm going to have to get a job, I need to give all this in, like, I'm no good at this. All that story is just keeping that anxiety and that fear and that lack of trust and that lack of faith going in your life, and it will either cause you to bust your business, or if you take heed, listen to what I'm saying, try out these techniques, it will help you survive and keep going. Okay, so hopefully we all know what feeling grounded means, feeling rooted to the earth, feeling present. If anyone's done meditation or mindfulness, you'll know exactly what I mean by this. But when we have a root chakra that is out of alignment, basically it's running on the fear script, it's running on the survival script. There's a famous psychological model called Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs, and he says we are all self-actualizing beings. In fact, we're pretty much like bacteria, that we are designed to grow and seek out food sources and evolve, and it's only through pressure, constriction, challenge basically, that we will grow and evolve, because otherwise we would stay the same. Okay, so whatever your challenge is, whatever feels uncomfortable for you right now, just know that when you break through it, it's going to lead you to more. You will have learned something about yourself, you'll have become more resilient. I'll do another video on strengths and resiliency, so you can look back at a challenging time and you can pick out the strengths that you've learned about yourself and how it's changed you as a person. It's all about perspective and how you look at things and what story you tell yourself. What are you convincing yourself of? So an out of alignment chakra is running on fear, trust and lack of. So I'm going to read some of the exercises that I've taken snippets out of the chakra course that I do, and you can basically grab a pen, piece of paper, you can write these down or you can come back to them. So one of the biggest things that stops us moving forward, and this is written in the book, what prevents growth? We're designed to grow, but what prevents us growing? What prevents us aiming high, thinking big, making it, treading, going where angels fear to tread, etc.? Well, it's fear. It's the same for everybody on this planet. We're all the same. The thing that stops our human growth and our human potential is fear. I guess you can all resonate with that. If you think about what you're going through right now in your business and you're feeling like you're holding back and you're playing small, what's the one thing that's holding you back? It's probably fear. Okay, so I want you just to try this. Ask yourself this question. How is the fear of change present in your life? And how would your life transform if you removed the blockage of fear? So how is the fear of change present in your life right now? When you think about your business or you think about something you're striving towards, how is the fear of change present in your life right now? And how would your life transform if you removed the blockage of fear? So maybe you have a tendency to take risks and you end up regretting them later on. Or maybe you stay in a situation too long and you end up resenting it. but you stayed in it because you feared the change. So change can, fear of change can show up in so many different ways. You either run away from a situation too quickly, I know I've done that many a time, or you stay in a situation for far too long in an unhealthy space. That's something that's draining you. How many times do you think I hear people say, I hate my job? But they fear change. They lack the trust that they need to take that step forward. So take a moment, just reflect on the type of person you are when it comes to change. Maybe write it down or just have it in your mind. So if you were to move this fear, remove the fear of change, how would your life transform if you removed the blockage of fear? So let's pretend that this issue around fear wasn't there anymore, or you decided to do it anyway. How would your life transform by doing that? Another thing is trust. Okay, trust is massive because obviously that's underlying fear. Okay, so another thing to think about is in your early years of life, like, what was your environment? What was happening for you? Was mum stressed out to death? Was dad a gambler? Or maybe not as kind of serious as that, but what was the environment around trust? Maybe you had lots of siblings and you were the last of the pile, or you always felt like you were overlooked. So think about how trust has played out for you. And think about how survival and trust together have played out for you. Do you trust easily? Do you trust others easily? And if not, why not? When we start a new job and we're surrounded by strangers, the horrible feeling of being the newbie, what do you presume is going through the heads of other people? Do you trust them? Or do you think that they're talking about you? Or they're going to put you down? They're going to find you out that you're no good and you're going to get the sack? What is going on in your head when it comes to trusting other people? And have you felt safe and supported throughout your life? Or have you felt fearful? And have you felt lonely, like you're alone? With all this comes that abandonment feeling of being alone, having to do it on yourself. The survival mechanism kicks in, the warrior. First of all, we're people pleasers as children, naturally. If that doesn't work, we end up maybe becoming the rebel. Who knows? It just depends on your situation. But I just want to go back to that archetype that I mentioned, the victim and the mother. If any of this resonates with you and you want to do something about this, and you want to do something about it now, then I suggest you start to mother yourself. Cliched, yeah, but you know what? This shit works. If no one else is going to mother you and do it for you, which ultimately is going to keep you a victim anyway, because it's not empowering, is it, if someone's always taking care of you, then you need to mother yourself. You need to become your own Mother Earth. You need to nurture yourself. What would you do if you were embodied the archetype of the mother? How would you treat yourself? I just want you, please, to try this for one day. I want you to embrace the fear of change. See what's underlining it. Ask yourself, what are you trusting or not trusting? And I want you to start mothering, because all of this is victim mentality. And I want you to start mothering yourself in the best way. So any criticism, any doubt, any negative talk of fear, I want you to mother yourself. Whatever you decide to do, I want you to mother yourself through the pain of that, through the script of that. Just mother yourself through it. And you might find another script comes in to talk to that negative script that's in a mothering, nurturing tone. Just try it, okay? So then we move on to, okay, so what do we need to do here? Right, well, what we need to do, because I see lots of clients who are physically stressed out. And I can see it when they walk in, their bodies are rigid. This used to be me, okay? My body would be pretty much, my shoulders, I'd be so tense and so nervous in front of people. It was horrible. I'd have a constant pain in my head, neck and shoulders, especially in between my shoulder blades, because I'm carrying this burden all the time of, oh my God, I'm so shit, I'm so unworthy, oh my God, I have to be this perfect person for everybody. And it just makes your body go because you live in a lie. Your body needs to relax to have all this energy flowing through it, this chi energy that gives you your vitality. So think about your body and what's happening in your body. Do you feel like this stressed out person, okay, running on adrenaline all the time, or are you chilled out, relaxed? So here I want you to start practicing groundedness and being present in the physical body. Your physical body is absolutely fantastic. You're just not listening to it, and that's the problem. So your body is going to give you all these signals and all these messages. It's talking to you constantly throughout the day. And how is it doing that? It's doing that through a cascade of chemicals, a cascade of hormones that's flooding your body. Every time something happens outside and you interpret it into your brain, you form a story around it, a chemical gets released. So, simple example, your boss walks in and this day they don't say hello to you, they ignore you. Your brain interprets it based on all your beliefs, and then your body floods your system with adrenaline, something like that, which is going, oh my God, I am in trouble now. What have I done wrong? I'm going to get the sack. So everything is an interpretation of the brain, meaning if you can change that interpretation, step in, mother yourself, tell yourself that might not mean that. It's okay. Look, you're doing a good job. Just chill. Let's just wait and see. It's not always about you. This person could be going through their own troubles, okay? So mother yourself, become grounded. So what do I mean? So ask yourself, do you fully connect to your body, or are you always in your head? I know this feeling when I'm always in my head. It drives me batshit crazy. Okay, I wake up, I'm thinking about what, this project I'm going to do, this course I'm trying to create, what's the best thing to put in it, is it going to be any good, I need more. So I drive myself up the wall, okay, and I know I'm doing that because my body is telling me I'm doing that. So the best way for me to do it is obviously to go and walk in nature. That's my thing. I absolutely love nature, and that's where I get all my kind of spiritual downloads, if you like. So ask yourself, when do you know how to reconnect and ground yourself? Well, I know how to do this because my brain starts going wah, wah, wah. You also might find that you have a tendency to overeat, because you're trying to root yourself to the ground, so you're stuffing it down, getting heavy, and it's generally with the wrong foods, because raw foods, highly coloured, beautiful, raw, natural foods, they carry a really light vibration and frequency. Obviously, if they are not covered in pesticides and chemicals, so organic, they will lift you, but that's normally not what we go for when we have an off balance in our physical body and we're trying to ground. We want heavy foods, okay? So think about that. So what does make you feel connected and present? Think about it and then do it. And ask, what ways could you incorporate more of this into your life? So for me, one of the things is, I think I said it earlier, is the freedom, because it makes me feel connected to life. I can create and I can just be the best person I am when I give myself time to connect, to ground and be present. So there's lots more that I can talk on this, and if anybody's got any questions, I'd be happy to help. So welcome to the group, and I really do want to help women in business. I'm sorry if it sounds a bit and I'm not against men at all. I'm just speaking from my experience. I'm a woman at the end of the day, and I've been through all the pitfalls, and it by no means am I at the peak of my career yet. You know, I'm halfway there, I'm getting there, I'm pushing myself out my comfort zone all the time. I'm saying yes to things that I would have said no to last year out of fear. So I'm just embracing everything that comes my way. So please don't think I'm standing here having made it a big success or a millionaire, because I'm none of those things. I just want to share this stuff with you, and if it helps you, then happy days, you know. So good luck with everything. This is just the first start. On this group, I'm going to be collaborating with other experts in their field that I respect. They're just like me and you, trying to make it in business. They all come from different aspects and angles. So, you know, stay tuned, and we're going to do some good stuff together. Take care for now, everyone.